this video is how we turn this into this. Hello. So, I've been doing so much painting lately. It might not look much different, but each thing that you see that's white has had 3 coats of undercoat, and then everything except the walls has had 2 coats of bathroom paint, moisture steam resistant. It's antique white. It's kind of got like a sheen to it. I guess it's better for moisture and steam. So yeah, all the wardrobes and units have had this bathroom paint on it. The doors of the cupboards are going to be grey, so I haven't bought that paint yet. I think they're going to be grey doors. And I'll have a grey laminate flooring or a lino, which looks like laminate flooring, on the floor and maybe on the table as well. Cover the table in the same wood pattern as the floor. Today I've just been tinkering. I've done quite a good job on this door actually. I'll show you that in a minute. Like, you can't see, but I've just been putting corner beadings in all the corners, you know, like this stuff here, just to neaten up everything. And I've just had a go at on the back of the sliding door. So I've just fitted that because I haven't insulated behind it yet, but it's going to come off. But good news, I've just ordered my window. I've ordered my window for here. It's going to be here for about it's 900 by 400. One of those Dometic jobbies that have the built-in fly nets and blinds. Got it on eBay, 300 quid, but I didn't want to buy a second-hand one because it's trying to get the seal right, and just buy a new one and you know it's going to be okay. But I'm probably going to have to move my kitchen unit out of the way, which is a pain. There'll be a video in a couple of weeks of me installing the window. But yeah, that's what I've done today. So I've painted the walls magnolia. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but can you see the difference between the ceiling units and the wall? My missus thinks that the magnolia makes a huge difference and she prefers it, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I preferred it white. I don't know. I'm undecided about it. Once the cupboard doors are painted grey, I think it might be better, but I'm not sure. I'm not opposed to painting it again, a different colour. I'm not an interior decorator, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm working on my sofa down here. I started out by putting this piece of batten here. That's the right height for the sofa the other side, so I'd like to continue that height along. Now I've just been messing around with a spirit level, trying to get this piece level, but I don't think I'm parked 100% on the flat, and I tried it with the level and it just looked wonky. So I'm just going to do it by eyesight. Just do it by sight, make sure it marries up with the lines in the rest of the van. Yes, anywho. Just going to carry on, make some more boxing. I'll show you as I go. Okay, so this is what I've done so far. Just made a basic bed frame. Now it's going to be, as I've mentioned, it's going to be an L-shaped sofa. It's going to be like an L-shaped sofa slash child's bed. So yeah, little L. The toilet's going to be in that bit. That's in that box there. So I'm going to do a pull-out bed. So there's going to be slats between all of these up to about here, and they sort of pull out. You know, that kind of typical camper van kind of pull-out bed. So I'll have it so it pulls out as far as this toilet, so that the back of the sofa cushion can lay on the top of the toilet and along the pull-out bit, so it makes like a child bed, probably a 3-foot bed. I've got a 5-year-old girl, so she likes coming in the van, so you know, it'd be quite nice for her to come away with us for the weekend. Anyway, that's what I've done so far. I've run out of this kind of wood now, which is the stuff I'm using for the slats, so that's the last bit I've got, and I haven't got enough. So that's all I'm doing on the bed today. That's my window. It's just arrived, so that is going to be fitted hopefully tomorrow. I'm going up to my parents, so my dad's going to give me a hand fitting that window, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, so here is my sofa slash pull-out bed. I found it quite complicated, more complicated than I thought it would be. Mainly because whenever it was sat there, it would fall like that, and I didn't know how to stop that. So I made some of the lengths of batten here. That one, I made 2 there, one there, one there. They're longer, so they can hook onto the batten on the wall. So that stopped it from rocking down. Ugh. Need some foam, obviously. This is not an adult size bed. This is for my child. But you can't really see that, but I'm just going to try and figure out a way of strengthening this section here. Because that's quite flimsy. This section I've got 3 uprights. Whereas the other section is smaller and I've only got 2 uprights, so it's a bit wobbly, so I'm just going to try and figure out a way of strengthening that little section. But I'm fairly happy with that. I put some of my foam, some of my cushions from the back of the van on there earlier and I was laying down. It's quite comfy. I haven't shown you yet. I had all my foam covered. I bought this grey material from a fabric store where my parents live, and I got my granny. My granny kindly covered it for me, and I think she's done a good job. I'm fairly happy with it. So it's a fairly thin material. I'm hoping it's going to last, but yeah, I'm very happy with what my granny did. So yeah, now I just need some foam for my sofa over there, and I'll be calling dear old granny, asking her to do some more covering. But yeah, I think it's really coming along. It's really coming along. I've got the magnolia walls now, and got my little sofa over there. I'm very happy. It's getting there. Not long now till I go. Yeah. Oh, I fitted my window. Well, I can't take all the credit. My stepdad gave me a hand because I'm too scared to cut holes in my van without without adult supervision. So I'm gonna overlap some pictures while I talk. So the first thing we did was we made a wooden frame, which goes around the outside of the window. But once you push the window inside the van, you have a wooden frame for around the window. So we made this wooden frame out of this stuff here, which is 34 by 34 mil. When we laid the window down on the table, we put this wood around it, and the window's got an insert. I'm not explaining this very well. So the outside of the window, laid it down, we put the frame around, the wooden frame that we made, and then for the inside of the van you've got an insert which has the blinds on it and the fly nets. So when we laid it out on the floor it all worked well, but I'll show you in a minute. We had a bit of a problem. I'll tell you now. Instead of using this 34 mil, it's too thick. It works fine when you lay it all flat. It's got the window, the wood, and then you've got the insert, which is the blinds and stuff. On the flat, it works fine, but when you've put it into the van, because the van is slightly curved, that wood is too thick, basically. So just use like a batten, like 1 inch stuff is what you need. 1 inch thin stuff. So anyway, now we've told you that, we had a disaster. Anyway, so yeah, we made a wooden frame exactly the size of the window, and then once we were happy with that frame, we offered the frame up to the side of the van, put exactly where we want it, measured it, make sure it was central to where we wanted it, and then we drew on the inside of that wooden frame, so we had the exact measurement of our window. So then once we drew that line, we mask and taped all around the edge so we didn't scratch it with the jigsaw. Made a first cut with a drill piece, just made that hole so I can get my jigsaw blade in there, and then cut out the hole. Yep. Wear something with sleeves and goggles, because all the bits flying off of the window when you're cutting it are they're hot and they burn you and they get in your eyes. So yeah, safety first. But yeah, I bought some new jigsaw blades for that. Some metal cutting blades. It's always good to have a new blade when you're cutting something important like that. So yeah, once we cut the hole out, we deburred all the edges. We used the router. We had a router grinder that we used. We used that to just deburr all the edges, just get them all smooth. Just and then we had to, inside the van, you had the metal channel, the metal support, which went along the middle of the van door where we cut the window out. So for the wood to be able to fit on the inside of the door, we had to cut away about an inch or so, a couple of inches of that channel. So we used a grinder, cut that out. Then we used this anti-rust stuff, this treatment stuff, which you have to coat anything that you cut, any metal that you cut, you just treat that so it doesn't get rusty. What did we do after that? Was that it? Then we installed the window. Then we had to put, we put silicone all around the outside of the window. So on the very edge of the window you've got a rubber seal, but just inside of that we put Sikaflex all the way around the inside, quite a thick amount of it. Because the van's curved, if the outside seal of the window doesn't touch the van, at least you've got that Sikaflex just inside it, which is going to keep water out. So yeah, we Sikaflexed all around the edge of the window, and then we Sikaflexed all around the edge, all around one side of the wood, which was going on the inside of the van. So the window would stick on the door, and then the wood would go inside, and the Sikaflex would stick to the wood would stick to the van, and then you can fix the inside, the insert, the blinds and things to the window, and it all sort of clamps together. It was at this point where we realised that the wood that we used was too thick, and we only had one tube of Sikaflex, and we'd used it all. So we were panicking a little bit, trying to find some more wood to use. We ended up using this really thin wood. I'll show you a picture of that now. But yeah, that was at this point that we were panicked, like, oh no, the glue's going off, and we need another bit of wood quick. We need to make another frame, so we had to make another frame. Yeah, it didn't go. It didn't go without. There was a hitch. So anyway, yeah. So then we put the window in. We made this other frame. The window was in. We put the wood in it, and put the insert in, the blinds and everything, and it came out really well in the end. I've still got to put a ply lining on the inside, you know, of the van, all around the window, and you know, the blind thing, and put some more insulation foil around that as well. But I'm very happy it came out well. And now I have a window, and it's so much more light in here. So yeah, that's how I fitted the window. So that's going to be the end of this video, I think. So, I mean, what did we cover? We covered my little sofa, did a bit of painting in this video, fitted the window, a few little bits and pieces. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video. So please, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.